Hello everyone. So this is Computer 10. I'm going to discuss about the Learner's Learning Material 11, which is HTML. Okay, first let me read it for you, the topics or the things that you'll learn today. So first is you'll know what is HTML. 2. You'll know the history. 3. You'll learn how the tags and attribute works. 4. Know the most commonly used HTML editors. So first, what is HTML? Okay, so this is the only bit of mandatory theory. In order to begin to write HTML, it helps if you know what you are writing. Okay, HTML means hypertext markup language. Okay, the code uses to make visually appealing as known as CSS. The CSS, though dili pa ta maghisgot ana, it will be our fourth quarter topic, and we shall focus on this in a later tutorial. For now, we will focus on how to build a design, web design. Okay, the history of HTML. HTML was first created by Tim Berners-Lee. Robert, I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, mo na iyang last name. I think that's 2%. Okay, and others starting in 1989. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext means that the document contains links that allow the reader to jump to other places in the document or to another document altogether. The latest version is known as HTML5. A markup language is a way that computers speak to each other to control how text is. So basically, you're telling a computer what to do. You're telling the computer how to format this text or paragraph or their colors. Okay? Processed and presented. To do this, HTML uses two things: tags and attributes. Okay? So first, what are tags and attributes? Tags and attributes are the basis of HTML. Okay? They work together but perform different functions. It is worth investing 2 minutes in differentiating the two. Okay, first is HTML tags. Tags are used to mark up the start of an HTML, and they are usually enclosed in angle bracket. As an example of tag is h1. H means heading. Okay, heading 1. There are, I think, 7 headings. Heading 1 is the biggest, and heading 7 as the smallest. I think let's try this one. Let me just open a notepad. Notepad is the most basic HTML editor there is. Nana siya daan sa imong machine. Ma-open na din mo dito. So unlike sa ubang editors nga imo pang i-install, but og notepad ka libog sad lagi kaayo. So here we go. Let's try h1. h1. Let's just type my name, Marvin J. Samalka, and closing tag. This is what we call tag, h1. Okay, these are called tags. Okay, this is the open tag, this is the close tag. It means the process ends here. This is the signage, this is the symbol of a closing tag. Okay, so heading 1 closing, heading 1 open, it will affect all what's inside, and then heading 1 closed, so it ends here. So ang iyang effect aning heading 1 diri ra kutob sa Marvin J. Samalka, wala na ilabot diri pa sa ubos. Okay, so let's try it on how to save a HTML. To makita na to ang result ani, click file and then save. I choose to put here in just desktop, name it Marvin J, and this is the most important part, .html. Okay, then click save. Okay, it's now saved at the desktop. Let me just find it. Okay, here it is. So can you see this? Okay, let's open this one. It is now in default icon of a Internet Explorer. Okay, so here it is. I just told the computer what to do. I just said, yeah, computer, print my name in a web browser, and he did it. So here it is. That's H1. Now let's try more. H2. Let's just type in the same thing, but and closing H2. Don't forget the forward slash because that resembles that it is closed. Okay, just click save again and refresh the browser. Okay, now it is now smaller. Now let's try H3. H3. And then close and then hit save and refresh the browser. Now it just got smaller. It will go smaller and smaller and smaller until H7. Okay, heading 1 means the biggest. Okay, heading 7 is the smallest. Okay, next. What are HTML attributes? Okay, attributes contain additional pieces of information. Attributes take the form of an opening tag and additional info is placed inside. Okay, an example of an attribute is, okay, so here's a example of an attribute. Okay, let's just try it here. For instance, the image source or src and the alt text are attributes of the image tag. Okay, so for example, this one. Let's try this marquee. Close. So, okay, it worked. Marquee means nga mura na siya og magdagandagan ang imong words. So, ako manggibutang ang marquee diri sa Marvin J. Samalkara. Ang iyarang mapiktuhan is ang Marvin J. Samalkara kay it started here and ended here. Now, if akong ibuta ang kining marquee ngari sa katapusan, ang mapiktuhan na tanan, which is ang Marvin J. Samalka, Samalka Marvin, and Samalka. Hit save and refresh. So, kana na silang tulo ang magdagandagan. Marquee is an example of a attribute. It gives a characteristic of a certain object sa imong website. In this case, ang akong name. Okay? Let's just erase this. Let's try color. Let's try Okay, that didn't work. Okay, I think I might have forgot something. Okay, so that's how a marquee works, or an attribute works. Attribute is a series of things that can make your object and your web design make alive. Like for example, color, its font, and more. Like for example, katong marquee. So next is, remember this golden rules to remember. 1. The vast majority of tags must be opened and closed, as I said earlier, with the element information such as the title or text resting between the tags. When using multiple tags, the tags must be closed in order in which they are opened. For example, this one, save and refresh. Okay, this is really important. Strong means, what the strong means? Strong means bold. Okay, let me just erase this. Strong means bold, I think. Save, refresh. So yes, I'm correct. So strong means bold. Strong and closing strong. Okay, and bold. Okay, and EM, I think EM means italic. Last time I checked, italic is I. I don't know what happened. Let me just check. Let me try I. I think I also works. I stands for italic. Close I. Save. It also works though. Okay, so EM and I are pretty much the same. Okay. So next, now we are going to talk about HTML editors. This is an example of a HTML editor. This one I'm dragging around my screen. Okay, Notepad. Okay, well, what you're seeing here is the Sublime Text 3 editor. Nindot na siya, kaya na siya yung mga color. Red means it is a tag, and green means it is an attribute. Green and yellow is an attribute. White means an object of your web design or web page. And this violet means space. Okay, so dali ra kaayo way sakit sa mata, dali ra pangitaon ang mga errors nimo. Okay, Sublime Text 3 has a mini preview window on the right. Okay, so pros or advantages: easily customizable, beginner friendly, and pleasant color schemes to choose from. So mausab-usab nimo colors bisag kung sa imong gusto. Okay, cons: can't print documents or code. No toolbar or dashboard available. So next is Notepad++. Another common choice for HTML and other language coder is Notepad++. It is basically Notepad like this, but it is on steroids. Upgraded siya nga Notepad. Okay, it is a tiny program to download and perform the functions you need for writing clean code. So, I don't really like Notepad++. Sakit sa mata, kay puti ra kaayo. Though, pwede na siya ni mo usbo ng theme, maitong, but, yeah, I don't like the font. Unlike this one, more friendly siya katanawon sa iyong mata. Okay? These are the pros or advantages: distraction-free interface, auto-completion feature, plug-in options for extended functionalities. And the disadvantages: can be difficult to get used to for beginners, does not support Mac. Okay, next is Komodo Edit. It is one of two editors released by the same label. They offer simple open source editor with a variety of extensions and language support. So this one, it supports variety of extensions or language supports. It supports different kinds of programming languages. Okay, these are the advantages. Easy to grasp coding interface available for Mac, Windows, and Linux. Impressive language support. Disadvantages: no auto completion by default. Visual settings are difficult to find and change. So that's the end for this discussion on LLM 11. Just a quick tip on this topic: when making a HTML code, don't be easily frustrated when you encounter a certain error. Just try to solve problem one by one, and if it's necessary, everything is on the internet. Your Google is your best friend, YouTube is your best friend, I'm your best friend. Okay, so that's it. This is your Computer 10 teacher saying goodbye and keep safe.